What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train. As usual, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Look, NBA playoffs, game ones across the board. We're out of the play-in into the playoffs. And game ones have finally occurred. Now, hear me out, ladies and gentlemen, because we have some interesting things to talk about, right? Off the break, there were no real surprises for me. I think the closest surprise that I had was the Magic beating the Pistons. But let's not forget here, okay? The Pistons are one of the, even though number one seed, right, in the East, they're still young. Magic have a little bit of experience. So that youth showing up, I figured that was going to happen. Duren only having 4 field goals attempts. Jalen Duren only taking 4 field goal attempts was wild. Like, you being outplayed the way he was by Wendell Carter. Shout out Wendell Carter Jr. off my Blue Devils, you know what I'm saying? Good stock. Got 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I think a steal in the block to boot. He went, 7 of 9 from the field? But Jalen Duren can only get 4 field goal attempts. That's crazy. And then I said, after the first play-in game, Paolo and Jalen Suggs, Jay Suggs, if you want to call him after today, they have to redeem themselves. And they did. They played efficiently. So I'm not surprised that the Magic beat the Pistons, even though maybe people might have thought the Pistons were the better team. And you can still think that. But the Magic do have the experience to beat the Pistons. The Nuggets beating the Wolves, I can't say I was surprised about that, right? But what I can say that I was surprised of, Jamal Murray's 16 free throws. Like, don't get me wrong, Yoke did what Yoke did. Aaron Gordon, AG, still him. You know what I'm saying? The team played well. But that difference, there was like 16 free throws. That's a lot. And keep in mind, Anthony Edwards came nowhere close to getting that many free throws. Now, they are at the Nuggets' house, so I did expect them to win. I said that they would win the series. But that was the most surprising thing out of that entire series that I saw. The Celtics destroying the 76ers. Jesus. Hey, yo, I did not expect that. Like, destroying, like dismantling. That was sodomization with no lube, ladies and gentlemen. That was disgusting work. We got to talk about here, will the Celtics sweep the 76ers? Like, I thought the 76ers can get a game, maybe even make it a series, even though Joel Embiid's injured. But that's tough. I mean, not playing at all. He's normally injured, but not playing at all. I thought the 76ers would do a little bit better. So maybe I was a little surprised at that, but not the win per se. My Lakers beating the Rockets. I can't say I was surprised that we beat the Rockets. I told somebody recently, actually before the game even occurred, I can see us winning game 1. Now, Kevin Durant didn't play. Luka Doncic didn't play. Austin Reeves didn't play. Braun did, and he played well. He had 8 assists in the first quarter. I was surprised at that. But I was most surprised that Braun didn't need to score 20. Like, Luke Kennard ended up having 27 points. DeAndre Ayton went 19 of 11. Hey, yo. I was a little surprised at those two things. Maybe not Luke Kennard's 27. You know, he comes from good stock. Shout out to the Blue Devils. But still, I can say maybe I was surprised at how we won, but not surprised that we won. The Spurs. Listen, I'm not surprised that they won their matchup, right? I'm starting to be it's not even surprised, but impressed with Denny Avdija. And I can't say enough about Victor Wembanyama. When you watch him, especially first playoff game, he drops 35 points. Oh, my goodness. It's ridiculous. I think they need to lose this next game at home versus Portland because I need them to put a little bit of pressure on themselves before the second round just so that they can start getting used to that pressure, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all before the playoffs started, my round 1 predictions, I told you what they were. Have they changed? Let's talk about it. I still have the OKC Thunder, the San Antonio Spurs, the Denver Nuggets, and the Houston Rockets all advancing. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. Rockets are starting to slip for me a little bit, too. Like, I still have high expectations of the Rockets. But I'm having a little cause for pause. Even with Kevin Durant not playing, I expected us to do a little bit better. I expected them to do a little bit better against us. So, hold off until the next time we talk. The Pistons versus Magic. I said the Pistons would win. I still feel that way. But there's a stronger world now where the Magic do win. And it's not because of just the game one. I'm not saying it's a fluke. No. They match up really well. And the Magic seem to be playing pretty decently and playing up to their initial expectations. I told my cousin before the season even started, there's a world where the Magic, the Orlando Magic, could in fact get to the NBA Finals this season. And if they play the way they've been playing, well, they might not, but if they play the way they did in game one consistently, they could. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. But if Paolo's aggressive like he was, and they hitting, and if Cade can't get, and if Cade and the Pistons can't get more on track, because Cade scored pretty well, no one else really showed up for Cade and the Pistons. So again, that one might be the only one that I could end up changing. But I still lean Pistons just from an optimistic point of view. Celtics, I still expect to win. I thought they might have gotten like 5, best case 6, because again, Embiid's not playing. This could be a sweep. This could flat out be a sweep. Knicks, I still expect to win. And Cavs, I still expect to win. If the Hawks were a little bit more experienced, I would say that one might be a jump ball, but I lean Knicks. Now, if I got a finals favorite, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say OKC versus Celtics. I really want to see Houston versus Celtics, only because we got the Ime Udoka ties, right? I think that could be interesting. Plus, you get KD back in the finals. I think that'd be pretty cool. But OKC and the Celtics, they had a 30-point differential in their game ones. And I get it. The Suns are outmatched, clearly outmatched. And maybe we can say the same thing for the 76ers. But a 30-point ass whooping, that's what we got to call it. 2 of them things, I think we're looking at the Thunder versus the Celtics. Point in time. Could we see the Nuggets? Certainly. Because at one point in time, remember, that was a finals matchup, a finals expectation, the Celtics versus the Nuggets. So one of those two can actually occur for me. But right now, OKC versus Celtics looks to be the finals favorite matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that does conclude the end of the episode. And I'm curious, were you surprised by anything that took place in the game ones? What are your predictions for the round one matchups? Have they changed at all? And then what's your finals expectation? Not wish list. Y'all heard my wish list. What's your expectation solely based off the game ones? I'm curious your thoughts. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said, that does conclude the end of the episode. So please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. I hope you are all having a good one. Take care.